I don't even know if you would want to say this. What's the most rare, or I don't know if rarity and what's most expensive match, but what's the highest end product that you have in your store or that you're trying to sell?
In the store right now, it's a Supreme piece. It's the world flag. It's from like 2014. It's a jacket and it's $850.
Okay.
But it just has like the world flag. We have the skateboard to match it. The skateboard's like $550 or so. We got that in a trade when we first started doing shoes. And then the jacket we just got a little bit ago. And yeah, I think we have it up for $850. I think that's the most expensive piece. We have it's from the 70s. It's the most expensive Harley shirt I think we've ever had. I think we value that. We would probably never sell it because we're, like I said, we're curators and collectors of vintage Harley and band tees. If someone came and offered us, $800, $1,000 for it, though, we'd sell it. But it's a 1970s, like early AMF Harley shirt. It's got like orange sleeves. We have it hanging up on the wall. So we value that around $800 to $1,000.
Man, that's amazing.
And then we have plenty of shirts that are band tees that are from like the $250 to $600 range.
Yeah. Wow. That's just incredible, man.
And a lot of those we've paid up on. Like we didn't find those like at the thrift store.
Sure.
Like
sure. You weren't finding those for a quarter.
No, we weren't finding those for a quarter. We're going to collectors' houses and buying them out.
Yeah.
Or going to someone that already found them and knows the value. Like we drove out to Harrisburg before this whole COVID thing, probably like winter time frame. Drove out to Harrisburg. We found some shirts online. Guy posted them on Facebook Marketplace. Drove out there. It was like 20 vintage band tees. Paid upwards of $1,500 or so for all of them.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're like, all right, since the deal's already done and everything, what'd you pay for these? He's like, I bought these at a yard sale about 2 weeks ago. Found them in a box under a table. Same story as Brendan's. Asked Guy what he wanted for me. He's like, just give me $15 for the box. So, and I think he already sold like half of them off and kept a few for himself.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's a
there's,
good day.
yeah, there's a really good days. We had that one time with the Harley Tees. I've had that a few times with like yard sales, flea markets and stuff. Walk into a guy's house because I just asked, you got any Harley Tees? He's like, oh yeah, do I? Walk in, he pulls out 2 full drawers full. I was like, all right, what do you want for it, dude? He's like, $25 seems fair. I only had 2 20s on me. I was like, it's worth more than $40 to me.
Yeah, right.
I saw there was one. I just picked up the first shirt. It was an old Pittsburgh Harley Spirit shirt, and I think we sold it for like $100, and I knew I'd get at least $100 for it. So I was like, here's $40.
Right,
man.
here's
like,
$40. We'll take them all.
Yeah,
and he's feeling great.
Yeah,
he felt
good about it. His wife felt good. He got rid of 2 drawers full of shirts he never wore. They were from when he wore them back in the 80s. He doesn't fit them anymore.
That's right.
So and
I'm sure, because again, people might hear that and say, well, what the heck if you knew the cost or whatever. But here's the way that I've always looked at that. I do the same thing with video games, right?
Yeah.
So to this gentleman, he had a pile of cloth that was worthless to him that he wore 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You have an appreciation for what that means now, and you understand the value of it and want to purchase it, not for quarters, but you spent $40 on drawers of that. For him, he's getting rid of cotton and cloth.
Yeah.
For you are obtaining appreciation for something that you love, and you are able to then resell that. Like, that's the beauty of owning a business and being able to, like you're doing it, build it from the ground up. I think that's awesome. And again, people that think that that's not awesome, like,
yeah, people think it's, resellers in general, some people think they're scumbags or scumbags. No, not if you're selling something for $1 at a yard sale, right, and it's worth $50, that's your fault. You didn't look this stuff up or take the time to put it online and sell it yourself.
That's right.
There's a lot of work that goes into being a reseller.
There's no doubt. And I feel like you keep the product that you sell alive, right?
Yeah.
Like the product that you sell, most of it was sitting in someone's basement. They hadn't looked at it since the year 1998.
Right. Yeah.
So like it was doing the world no good. Not that, a band tee can change the world, but like you're bringing these things back to life, and then people are able to wear them and they want to do it and they're willing to pay money to do that. So again, some people might disagree. I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, either do I. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into it. I mean, we travel all across the states to find this stuff. We go to warehouses. So like,
you guys camp out overnight.
Yeah, we camp out literally the night before the wedding renewal, all night. So,
but this is also your livelihood.
It's my. This isn't a hobby. At the end of the day, I have to pay my bills. I have to make money. I don't do this for free.
Sure.
So like at the end of the day,
sure.
you have to put some food on the table.
That's right. And I mean, you're not necessarily creating the market for it. The market's already there.
Yeah.
Right. You're just getting the product into the consumer's hand that wants it.
Exactly.
Like again, people have set the price before you've sold a Harley Tee.
Yeah.
Many have been sold in the past, before you guys were in business. That just set the price to what it is.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be wise as a business owner to sell that at a considerably cheaper rate. Because like you said, this is your livelihood. This is what you do for a living.
Yeah.
There's many people in their jobs where they're going to do what it takes to get their salary because
exactly.
Because that's what they feel like they're deserving the work put into it. So